Good evening. I'm Kailash Ganesh, the president of the National Honor Society, and I'm pleased to welcome you all to this year's National Honor Society induction. My fellow officers and I would like to thank our administrators, Dr. Cabral, Mrs. Pruitt, Mrs. Kavanaugh, Mrs. Quealy, and Mr. Flanagan, the honorees and their guests, as well as our National Honor Society advisors, Mrs. Bailey and Mrs. Visnoskis, for being here. Admission into the National Honor Society is an extraordinary accomplishment and is a recognition of the years of hard work, dedication, and service of the students in this room. Tonight, we of course celebrate the students, but also the team of people supporting them, including teachers, administrators, parents, and guardians. Inductees, be proud of the journey that has led you here, and be grateful for the people who have helped guide you. The membership of the Oliver Ames chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities held in high esteem by the Society. 4 of our members will review these qualities and light the candles for the candidates. The treasurer, Allison Evan, will now light the scholarship candle.
Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with the end of life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
The Vice President, Kate Trong, will now light the service candle.
Service. Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or without recognition is a quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and ability to the creation of a better tomorrow.
The Secretary, Kimora Peters, will now light the character candle.
Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives one individuality. It is that without which no one can respect oneself nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character which guides one through life and when once developed grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
I will now light the leadership candle. Leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in class and in school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is a substantive charge to each of our members. The corresponding secretary, Sophie Cohen, will now light the final candle that will signify the completion of the 4 tenets of leadership, character, service, and scholarship. The Secretary, Kamora Peters, and the Treasurer, Allison Evan, will now call the inductees onto the stage.
Daniele D'Souza. Daniele is an honor student participating in the AP Spanish class as well as participating in the school musical as a dancer. Daniele volunteers at her church with children and singing with drums. She also has a job as a hostess and a dance assistant at the studio she attends. She is fluent in 2 other languages and is a dance competitor. Catherine Gibson. Catherine is a member of the Executive Board, Spanish Club, and Reach Out and Read Club. She was on the OAHS girls varsity team for 4 years. Catherine spends her time volunteering at My Brother's Keeper as well as helping out with the Easton Youth Soccer League. Emily Myers. Emily is a member of the Executive Board and the We Do Care Club and is captain for distance indoor and outdoor track and field. Emily has also been on the varsity soccer team for 4 years. She has helped tutor for the past year and volunteers at My Brother's Keeper. Lauren Malarzik. Lauren is the president of recruitment for all of New England for a youth organization called BBYO. She is also internationally recognized and awarded in this organization. She is a member of the student council and our class's executive board. She also plays field hockey and does swim and dive, where she is a strong team leader. In her free time, she often volunteers coaching field hockey and fundraising. Sydney O'Connor. Sydney O'Connor is a member of the Spanish Club, Best Buddies, and the Reach Out and Read Club. Sydney regularly volunteers at My Brother's Keeper, the Multiple Myeloma Research Foundation, and at Olmsted Richardson, where she helps organize and sort things in the classrooms.
Andrew Rogers. Andrew is an active member in his community. He's a dedicated scholar and a committed varsity athlete in OA cross country and baseball. Zach Tagliamonte. Zach volunteers at School on Wheels and the Easton Food Pantry. He also plays basketball and baseball for Oliver Ames. Amelia Andre. Amelia is the co-president of Careers Club and a leader within both the Multicultural and Leo Club. She is a peer leader and a member of the Tri-M Honor Society, who runs spring and varsity winter track and field. Additionally, she is first chair cellist in both Oliver Ames High School and chamber orchestra and enjoys playing at local nursing homes. Bo Anistam. Bo is a dedicated, hardworking student who strives for academic success. He has been involved in all-around ski team and winter track. Bo often volunteers at the Easton Historical Society and has also helped out at the Easton Lions Club. Sophia Belanger. Sophia is involved in the Leo Club and the art program. She frequently volunteers at her church, the food pantry, and Children's Ark preschool. She's a member of the OA swim and dive team.
Madeline Bornstein. Maddie is the secretary of the Make-A-Wish Club and a member of the UNICEF and Jimmy Fun Clubs, as well as a participant in DECA. She is part of the field hockey team and both dances and volunteers at her dance studio. William Burke. Will is a hardworking student who strives to be respected and achieve his goals. He's a member of the OA baseball program. He volunteered his time at Crowley Insurance Agency over the summer and likes to help people whenever he can. Sophia Byron. Sophia is a member of the executive board and student council. She is an active student athlete that plays soccer. She volunteers at the church and My Brother's Keeper. Molly Capice. Molly plays soccer for Oliver Ames and her club team, runs track, and is a member of the executive board. She also volunteers at Signature Healthcare and Holy Cross Church. John Carey. John Carey is part of the football team and track and field team. He is involved in the music program and the math team. He volunteered at a local church and helped tutor a fellow teammate.
Isabella Carney. Bella takes part in the executive board. Bella volunteers at a local nonprofit organization to help people in need. Her time is especially put to use during the holiday season to give back to those who are less fortunate. Wayne Casey. Wayne is a member of the football and baseball teams. He also enjoys being a member in the Best Buddies program. Wayne likes to volunteer at local summer camps and sports clinics. Kirsten Chan. Kirsten is a member of the art department and musical at Oliver Ames. She was recently voted captain of the 2022 cross-country team. She is also part of the student group dedicated to designing the new Blanche Ames Elementary School. Mia Cordini. Mia participates on the tennis team, is an active member of the concert band, and is part of the Leo Club. For the Leo Club, she volunteers at the Mansfield Food Pantry and raises money for the funding of clothes and food drives. Mary Cross. Mary is the vice president of the class of 2023. She's a member of Best Buddies, Reach Out and Read, and the OA Jimmy Fun Club. She also plays lacrosse and soccer for OA. Mary volunteers at local kids enrichment camps and enjoys being an active member within her church. Leah Curtin. Leah enjoys participating in the art club and writing for the Daily Olivian. She also volunteers making bagged lunches for Father Bills and Mainspring House. Julia Da Silva. Julia is a member of the Multicultural Club. She does community service for her neighbors and tries to help as many people as possible. When living out of the country, she helped work against bullying in her community. Abby DeCudo. Abby is a member of the Student Council and Spanish Club. In her free time, she loves to volunteer teaching gymnastics and is involved in competitive gymnastics. Tyla Delamere. Tyla is a member of the Make-A-Wish Club and the We Do Care Club. She is on the OA field hockey team and is a competitive cheerleader. Tyla volunteers by handing out food and toiletries to those in need, as well as volunteering at her cheer gym with younger athletes. Emma Donovan. Emma Donovan is a member of Buddies, Executive Board, Make-A-Wish Club, and UNICEF Club. Emma volunteers at Special Olympics and youth field hockey clinics. Sarah L. Hayek. Sarah is a member of the Kids for Wish Kids Club and a leader at the Love Michael campaign. She also plays club soccer and enjoys volunteering at My Brother's Keeper. Chris Elias. Chris Elias is a hardworking and determined student athlete who plays basketball here at OA and also participates in the Best Buddies Club. Chris volunteers as a watch at Dana Barros and also volunteers at the Easton Historical Society. Nick Farini. Nick is a hardworking, dedicated student athlete who plays both football and baseball for Oliver Ames and is a member of the executive board. In his free time, he enjoys volunteering at his church, My Brother's Keeper, and doing anything he can to help his community. Alex Feeney. Alex plays for the OAHS soccer team. Alex volunteered during the fall season to help the Easton Youth Soccer Program. He also volunteered for Support the Suitman in Stoughton District Court. Jacqueline Finn. Jacqueline is a member of the OA tennis team and enjoys working with kids as a camp counselor. She participates in club volleyball in her free time and volunteered coaching over the summer.
Ava Ford. Ava is a member of the Executive Board and Student Council. She has danced competitively for 6 years and volunteers at a studio, teaching younger dancers. She also volunteers in Make-A-Wish Club and UNICEF. Brooke Foreman. Brooke is a member of Kids for a Wish, Jimmy Fund, Careers Club, and DECA. She also enjoys volunteering at My Brother's Keeper and participate in swim. Fanny Ferron. Fanny is one of the executive members of both the Leo and the Multicultural Club. She partakes in diverse volunteering activities with the Easton Lions Club and weekly volunteers at the Mansfield Food Pantry, where she acquired over 100 volunteer hours. Carly Gibson. Carly is an active member of her community, volunteering at Dana Barrow's basketball clinic. She is on both the Oliver Ames ski and soccer teams and is a referee for youth soccer on the weekends. Christina Gillis. Christina Gillis is a member of the Book Club, World and Study Club, and volunteers at our local church. She also tutors a young boy in math.
Jenna Gilman. Jenna is a member of the Executive Board, Book Club, and a 3-sport varsity athlete. Jenna enjoys helping other people at food pantries and at the Y. Madison Gray. Madison is contributing member of the Biotech and Global Health Outreach Organization, providing tutoring and infographics to promote STEM awareness. She is a leader of the Spanish Club and a member of Best Buddies. She's also an active volunteer for Easton Youth Football and Cheer. Ashley Griffith. Ashley has been a Girl Scout for 11 years. Throughout Girl Scouts, she enjoys helping and teaching younger girls, as well as volunteering around town. Outside of Girl Scouts, she enjoys volunteering at My Brother's Keeper and her drama teacher's summer camps. Abby Haggerty. Abby is an active member of the art club and likes to volunteer painting designs on windows. She also likes to spend her time volunteering at the Easton Lions Club thrift store and the food pantry.
Jaden Hinton. Jaden is an active member of the Club United and Multicultural Club. Along with being a 2-year varsity football starter and varsity wrestler, Jaden volunteers at a local daycare where he reads to and takes care of the children. Tegan Hodges. Tegan is a part of the SAD Club and also Kids for Wish Kids Club. She plays the clarinet and concert band and is a member of the OA cross country in both indoor and outdoor track and field teams. She was voted captain for the cross country team next year and is participating in her 2nd year of DECA. Johanna Holmes. Johanna is a member of the Oliver Ames cross country and track teams. Outside of the school community, she is an Irish dancer. She also volunteers at a local farm stand. May Holmes. May is part of the tennis team at OA. She enjoys helping her class by being a member of the executive board. May also volunteers at a local food pantry. Madeline Homer. Madeline is a member of the Make-A-Wish and We Do Care Club. She is also captain of the softball and volleyball team. Madeline volunteers at the Children's Museum and enjoys helping younger softball players by coaching clinics.
Grace Hauser. Grace is a member of the tennis team as well as a participant in student council and DECA. She volunteers by delivering food through My Brother's Keeper and watching animals at the Mansfield Animal Shelter. Katie Ivanovsky. Katie is a member of Buddies, the Environmental Club, and Book Club. And in her free time, she enjoys volunteering at School on Wheels and My Brother's Keeper. Bella Kesselman. Bella is a member of Best Buddies and is a part of the Oliver Ames Fall and Winter Cheer team. She also volunteers at small local businesses. Matthew Lee. Matt is a student athlete who is a member of Oliver Ames Soccer. He is a part of the Oliver Ames Chamber Orchestra, participating in the MMEA Southeastern Senior Districts, volunteers for Easton Youth Soccer, and also active at his church. Jameson Levine. Jameson is an active member of both Student Council and Executive Board, along with participating in the UNICEF Club at school. Outside of school, Jameson teaches beginners dance for children at her dance studio and volunteers throughout the summer at recreational dance camp for preschool to elementary age children.
Daniel Linares. Daniel is a part of DECA, Careers Club, Book Club, and World Travel and Study Club. He also volunteers at My Brother's Keeper, We Do Care Club, and helps out the community with local service work. Henry Ma. Henry is the class of 2023's treasurer, a member of student council, and an ALD peer leader. He is also a member of math team, science team, DECA, and the cross-country team, and he plays the piano. Henry volunteers and works at the Ames Free Library and tutors students of different ages. Ethan Mahoney. Ethan Mahoney is a member of the cross-country and track team. He spends his time volunteering at Randolph Public Schools and at Holy Cross Church. Jake Manthos. Jake plays lacrosse, football, and wrestling. He's a part of the science team and Best Buddies. He was on the principal search committee finding the new principal, Mrs. Kavanaugh. He loves to fly fish and regular fish in salt water and fresh water, kayak, and hunt. Larissa Martins. Larissa is a member of Club United and the Spanish Club. She plays on the school's varsity volleyball team and also coaches volleyball to young children during camps and clinics year-round. Larissa also enjoys helping teachers after school with anything they need around the classroom.
Sean McCarthy. Sean is captain of the hockey team and enjoys working at a summer hockey camp because he likes to see the kids improve. Michael McGinnis. Michael is a committed student athlete who is a member of the Oliver Ames golf and baseball team. He is involved in the junior class executive board and enjoys volunteering for the Easton's Children's Museum as well as his own church. Jack Morley. Jack participates in Oliver Ames football and baseball. Jack always strives to do his best and help the community by volunteering at My Brother's Keeper and the Easton History Museum. Beatrice Nazar. Beatrice is a hard-working student who participates in sports such as winter cheer and track and field. Along with her athletics, she is also a member of the Leo Club and Multicultural Club. Mireille Nimmer. Mireille is the co-president of OAHS Careers Club and the vice president of the Tri-M Music Honor Society. She is a 3-year member of Student Council, Multicultural Club, and DECA. Mireille runs cross-country, plays tennis, and has been playing the violin for 7 years, during which she has played in the school orchestra, chamber orchestra, district, and Semsba orchestra on both the junior and scholar level.
Samin Nihad. Samin is a proud member of the music department and is in many programs such as the Marching Band, Tri-M Music Honor Society, and the Thursday Jazz Band. Samin also volunteers at local mosques with events located in Brockton, Sharon, Cambridge, and Boston. Enrique Oliveira. Enrique is a driven student who strives for academic excellence. He is also an Oliver Ames soccer athlete. Enrique volunteers in projects to help the homeless and dispose of litter. Alex Parker. Alex is co-captain of the math team on the executive board for Best Buddies and is a member of the science team. For OA, he runs cross-country in both seasons of track and field. Cassandra Pashis. Cassandra Pashis is a member and officer of her church's youth group and has been for 5 years. In addition to being in Leo Club, she's also involved in jazz band and the musical and will be drum major for the 2022 marching band season. Daniel Paul. Daniel is a 2-year captain for the OA golf team. He also plays hockey for OA. He is a member of the Student Council, DECA, and Executive Board. Daniel enjoys volunteering at My Brother's Keeper.
John Perrin. John is a member of Student Council, Peer Leaders, Executive Board, DECA, Buddies, Baseball, Football, and is a hockey captain. John volunteers at Holland Sports Camp, School on Wheels, and helps teach baseball to kids. Alexander Pierce. Alex Pierce is a member of the OA cross country and track and field teams and is a 2022 cross country captain. He enjoys volunteering at the Ames Free Library and participating in the OA art department. Olivia Crisoli. Olivia is a member of the tennis team and participates in club sports outside of school. Olivia coached fundamentals in sports to younger girls over the summer and helps with organizing youth sports leagues. Ben Reardon. Ben is a peer leader, member of student council, the executive board, buddies, DECA, and the captain of the lacrosse team. Ben volunteers at School on Wheels, helps local teachers by volunteering at their summer camps, and teaches the inexperienced youth how to play lacrosse. Nicholas Rhodes. Nikki Rhodes is a member of the Oliver Ames basketball team and spring track and field team. He is also a member of the OA art department. To volunteer, Nikki helps wrap gifts for My Brother's Keeper and helps run junior basketball camps and clinics over the summer.
Ryan Sarney. Ryan is a member of the indoor track team, outdoor track team, and next year's captain of the cross-country team. Ryan volunteers at School on Wheels. Ari Spiliakos. Ari Spiliakos is an active member of Student Council and Best Buddies. He is also on the Oliver Ames basketball team, and he spends time volunteering at his church. Olivia Stevens. Olivia is an active member of the executive board, a part of Best Buddies, former class treasurer, and captain of the field hockey team. Olivia volunteers for summer fun sports camp to help counsel pre-K through middle school athletes. Olivia Stone. Olivia is an avid member of theater arts programs. This includes the OA Drama Club and musical. Olivia volunteered over the summer at the Ames Free Library. She also often helps out with the members of the local Grange. Samantha Weintraub. Samantha Weintraub is a member of the Oliver Ames Jazz Band and Marching Band and looks forward to being the 2022 drum major. She often donates her time to better the local Jewish community and enjoys helping the younger music students in Easton.
Jacob Williams. Jacob is a student athlete at Oliver Ames. He is a member of DECA and will be captain of the OA men's varsity soccer team next fall. He also volunteered this summer doing community service with the Easton Youth Soccer League and with the Stoughton Courthouse. Patrick Williams. Patrick is a member of track and field, cross country, and science team. This summer, he volunteered at the EMS summer program. Catherine Wilson. Catherine is president of the class of 2023 and a member of Student Council, SAD Club, Make-A-Wish Club, and DECA. She is currently captain of the girls' indoor track team and participates in OA soccer and lacrosse. She also enjoys volunteering at My Brother's Keeper. Paige Winslow. Paige participates in cheer during the basketball and football seasons at OA. In her free time, she helped coach cheer for the AVF League. Christopher Young. Chris is a dedicated member of the community and spends time volunteering at School on Wheels and at the Bamsey Brown Bag program. He is also a member of both the football and basketball teams at OA.
The Vice President, Kate Trong, will now read the pledge.
May I have everyone raise their right hand? I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected, striving in every way, by word and deed, to make its ideals the ideals of my school and of my life. Christopher Young. Paige Winslow. Catherine Wilson. Patrick Williams. Jacob Williams. Samantha Weintraub. Olivia Stone. Olivia Stevens. Ari Spiliakos. Ryan Sarney. Nicholas Rhodes. Benjamin Reardon. Olivia Crisoli. Alexander Pierce. Jack Perrin. Daniel Paul. Cassandra Pashis. Alex Parker. Enrique Oliveira. Samin Nihad. Mireille Nimmer. Beatrice Nasser. Jack Morley. Michael McGinnis. Sean McCarthy. Larissa Martins. Jake Manthos. Ethan Mahoney. Henry Ma. Daniel Linares. Jameson Levine. Matthew Lee. Bella Kesselman. Caitlin Ivanovsky. Grace Hauser. Madeline Homer. May Holmes. Johanna Holmes. Tegan Hodges. Jaden Hinton. Abigail Haggerty. Ashley Griffith. Madison Gray. Jenna Gilman. Christina Gillis. Carly Gibson. Fanny Furon. Brooke Foreman. Ava Ford. Jacqueline Finn. Alexander Feeney. Nicholas Farini. Christopher Elias. Sarah Hayek. Emma Donovan. Tyla Delamere. Abby DeCudo. Julia De Silva. Leah Curtin. Mary Cross. Mia Cordini. Kirsten Chan. Wayne Casey. Isabella Carney. John Carey. Molly Capice. Sophia Byron. William Burke. Madeline Bornstein. Sophia Belanger. Bo Anistam. Amelia Andre. Zachary Tagliamonte. Andrew Rogers. Sydney O'Connor. Lauren Malarzik. Emily Myers. Catherine Gibson. Daniele D'Souza.
The corresponding secretary, Sophie Cohen, will now recognize the teachers.
At this time, the new members of the National Honor Society would like to recognize someone who has had a profound influence on them in the area of leadership, scholarship, character, or service. Each of the new members will rise when I say his or her name. They will face the audience and address the person to whom they have given a special invitation to tonight's induction. Honored guests, would you please stand up as your name is announced? A member of the Honor Society will bring you a certificate of appreciation. Daniele D'Souza.
Tonight, I would like to recognize Mrs. Almeida for being an amazing teacher, and I have very fond memories of always having fun in her class, and she just makes the learning environment very safe and fun. And all the activities that she does with us, like even though they seem kind of childish in a way, they still help us learn in an unimaginable way. I'm very thankful to have her as a teacher, especially this year, which is my final year. So thank you for everything.
Catherine Gibson.
I would like to recognize Ms. Hunt as a teacher who has impacted me throughout high school. Ms. Hunt is one of the most kind, caring, and funniest teachers at Oliver Ames. She values her students' health and work. as well as providing a safe environment for all. Thank you, Ms. Hunt, for all you do.
Emily Myers.
Tonight I want to recognize Mr. Schuessler. Mr. Schuessler has been my advisory teacher throughout high school, and I'm so lucky to be able to see him every day. From his changing songs playing throughout his classroom to the advice on surviving being a teenager through this high school, I'm so glad to have such a positive man screaming my name every day and putting a smile on my face. Thank you, Mr. Schuessler.
Lauren Malarzik.
I want to recognize Mrs. Holt. Throughout my high school career, Mrs. Holt has always been there for me. She was the best advisory teacher and class advisor I could have ever asked for. She's always motivated me to reach my full academic potential and has pushed me to be my best self, both inside and outside of the classroom. Thank you, Mrs. Holt, for making me into the person I am today. OA won't be the same without you next year.
Sydney O'Connor.
I'm recognizing Miss Sweeney as she has been so supportive of me these past 4 years and the best advisor I could have asked for. I'm thankful for everything she has done for me, from Food Fridays to just being a friend to talk to. I'm grateful for our time together and the bond we have created, and I'm sad to be leaving her in the spring.
Andrew Rogers.
Today I have the privilege of honoring my current AP English teacher, Miss McLaughlin. Unfortunately, she had a prior commitment tonight and was unable to attend, but I'd like to extend my gratitude regardless. She has been a constant agent of support and filled to the brim with passion, progressing my high school career immensely. Thank you.
Zach Tagliamonte.
Today, I would like to thank Miss Neely. Since middle school, Mrs. Neely has always been someone I can count on. Her guidance, both in and out of the class, is something I will always be grateful for. Thank you.
Amelia Andre.
I would like to recognize Ms. Foy. Your vibrant teaching attitude and constant positivity has truly inspired me to be the person that I am today, and I'm so grateful to have a mentor like you. Thank you.
Bo Anastam.
I would like to thank Mr. Pamela for not only being a phenomenal teacher, but for also helping me get through my freshman year and making it fun along the way. He motivated me to try my hardest in not just physics, but all my other classes as well.
Sophia Belanger.
Unfortunately, my teacher, Mrs. Dormant, could not make it here tonight, but I would like to honor her for inspiring me to be passionate about everything I learned and have fun while doing it. I will always remember how she went above and beyond in each and everything we did, both in the classroom and all our other activities.
Madeline Bornstein.
I'd like to recognize Ms. Schleicher for not only being someone who I've learned so much from, but someone who I can talk to about anything. I cannot thank her enough for her constant advice and support throughout my high school experience.
William Burke.
The teacher I'd like to recognize tonight is Mr. McCaffrey. Last year, he was my baseball coach, and he pushed me to become a better player and a better person and teammate. He never failed to show support to me and everybody on the team. Thank you.
Sophia Byron.
Tonight, I would like to recognize and thank Mr. Lobo for helping me through these years. You have opened my eyes to see what I am capable of while always pushing me to do my best. You are a great leader and role model within our community. Thank you.
Molly Capice.
I would like to recognize and thank Mrs. Breton for making math class exciting and interesting for me for the past 2 years. I also want to thank her for being very helpful and how she's always there whenever I have a question. She truly has every student's best interests at heart. Ultimately, math has become my favorite subject, and I look forward to going to her class every day.
John Carey.
Tonight I wanted to thank Mr. Benson. He's been my band teacher since I was in 4th grade. He's been constantly pushing me to do my best, whether it's through helping me practice or telling me not to do stupid things. I couldn't be the man I am today without you. Thank you.
Isabella Carney.
Tonight, I would like to thank Mrs. Macrinos for being a great role model and making my high school experience memorable. Thank you.
Wayne Casey.
Tonight, I would like to recognize Miss Williams. Miss Williams has been a great Spanish teacher and advisory teacher for the past couple of years. She is someone who I look up to every day and someone that all students should look up to. Thank you, Miss Williams.
Kirsten Chan.
I would like to recognize Mr. Dyer for his constant encouragement and dedication to teaching. English was never a subject I enjoyed, but the environment he created for his students in the classroom made me look forward to it every day, and I'll always appreciate that. Thank you.
Mia Cordini.
I would like to thank Mr. Turgeon for motivating me to push my limits and turning physics into my favorite subject. I cannot show enough recognition for his ability to make all his students passionate about learning. Thank you, Mr. Turgeon.
Mary Cross.
I would like to thank Mrs. Pratt for teaching me lessons not only about history but about life. I'll forever remember the advice she gave me during our many talks and focus block. She created a teaching environment that was always fun and welcoming. The learning habits and skills she taught me will stick with me forever. Thank you.
Leah
Ms. Shea
Curtin.
has been such an inspirational figure to me throughout my time at OA. I look forward to art class every day and enjoy working on my latest project. Her classes truly allowed me to express my creativity and break away from the stress of other classes.
Julia Da Silva.
I would like to recognize Mrs. McLaughlin. I would like to thank her for helping me throughout these years and help me with my language. She has helped me and motivated me to be a better person. Thank you.
Abby DeCudo.
I would like to recognize Mrs. Holbrook. She has taught me so much this year. She has inspired my love for the medical field, and she has always been there whenever I need help. She is truly an inspiration to me, and I wanted to thank her for making me look forward to school every day.
Tyla Delamere.
I would like to recognize Mrs. Clary tonight. Mrs. Clary is the kind of teacher who makes me look forward to going to class and always makes me feel supported and comfortable. She is not only a good teacher, but she truly cares about all of her students. I admire her genuine and caring personality, and she has had a positive impact on me so far.
Emma Donovan.
I would like to thank and honor Mrs. Maffeo for all that she has done for me. At a young age, she was able to inspire me to want to do well in not only school, but life. She got me interested in learning and turned history from one of my least favorite to one of my favorite subjects. The impact she has had on me as a student is something that will stay with me forever.
Sarah El Hayek.
I would like to thank Miss A for everything she's done for me. She's always smiling, and I know whenever I go to her, I can talk to her about anything, and she'll be willing to listen. So thank you, Miss A, for always being there for me.
Christopher Elias.
I would like to recognize Mrs. Williams. Mrs. Williams is both my advisor and Spanish teacher. She introduced me to the high school as a freshman. Her constant positive mood rubs off on me and all of her students. Thank you.
Nicholas Farini.
I would like to thank Mr. McCaffrey for always being there for me. Whether it's helped me out in math or constantly talking about baseball, you've helped me through a lot, and I'm very appreciative. Thank you.
Alexander Feeney.
The teacher I chose to recognize is Mr. Sunderland. He has been my coach for 3 years and has been supportive throughout the ups and downs. I'm very thankful that you have been there to motivate me and help me become a better person. Thank you.
Jacqueline Finn.
Tonight, I would like to thank Mrs. Wisnowskis. Mrs. V has been such an encouraging and uplifting teacher. I have known her since 8th grade, and she has always inspired me to work hard in school and accomplish my goals.
Ava Ford.
I'm honoring Miss Hunt today because she has supported me through high school and has always been someone I knew I could turn to. Her positivity and encouragement have inspired me to be a better person. Thank you for all you have done for me and everyone at OA.
Brooke Foreman.
I would like to honor Miss Holbrook. She's taught me so much, always has a positive attitude, and is an amazing teacher. Thank you.
Fanny Farron.
I would like to recognize Mrs. Sinkren for always being there for me and influencing my personal development and always pushing me out of my comfort zone in order for me to grow my skills as a leader. I am more than grateful for that. You miss us.
Carly Gibson.
I would like to thank Mr. Turgeon for always pushing me to work as hard as I can. He inspires me to look at the whole picture and always go back and master the basics. Thank you for being one of the kindest people at OA.
Christina Gillis.
I would like to thank my cooking teacher, Miss Almeida, for showing me positivity in her class. Although I've only had her for a few months, she's made a big impact on my school experience.
Jenna Gilman.
I would like to thank Mr. Schussler for helping me become a better writer and enjoy reading again. Thank you for being available in the morning for students to come and making me feel welcome.
Madison Gray.
The person I want to recognize today is my art teacher, Miss Shea. I'm surely one of the many people here today who you have inspired, so I just wanted to say thank you for passing on so much artistic knowledge and for all the incredible passion you have for us. Thank you.
Ashley Griffith.
I would like to thank Miss Sapp. As my first art teacher, she taught me that patience and hard work can make beautiful things. Thank you for having such a positive attitude and a big impact on my high school career.
Abigail Haggerty.
I would like to thank and recognize Miss Shea for helping me have confidence in myself and in my art. Her constant kindness has always helped me look forward to her class every day. Thank you.
Jaden Hinton.
I would like to thank my coach McKeon. Sadly, he could not be here today as he's sick, but his constant encouragement ever since my 9th grade year has always been helpful. He's pushed me to do things that I thought myself that I would never do, and without him, I wouldn't know where I'd be. So thank you.
Tegan Hodges.
Tonight, I would like to recognize Miss A. Miss A has been there for me since the first day I met her my freshman year. She is someone I can talk to about anything with, whether it's school struggles or just about my day. She truly means a lot to me, so I wanted to thank Miss A for her friendship and guidance.
Johanna Holmes.
Tonight, I would like to recognize Miss Cleary. Throughout my years at Oliver Ames, Miss Cleary has been the perfect coach to look up to. She motivates me to be a better runner and teammate and spark my passion for running. She also fosters a strong team atmosphere that contributes greatly to our success. Thank you.
May Holmes.
I would like to thank Mrs. Erickson for having such a valuable impact in my life in the past 4 years. She has continuously supported me as a teacher and as a coach. She sets a great example of compassion and genuine care for me and others, and continues to inspire me every day. Thank you for always providing a shoulder to lean on.
Madeline Homer.
Tonight, I chose to recognize and thank Mrs. Holbrook because of the positive impact she makes on my daily life. While I have not had the opportunity to be her student, I've had the privilege of having her as my coach for the past 3 years. I want to thank you for continuously valuing me as an athlete and as a person.
Grace Hauser.
Tonight, I chose to honor Miss Binney. I only had her last year, and I know last year it was more of an abnormal year, but you left a huge impact on me, and I absolutely loved your class. Thank you for encouraging my love of English and always supporting my writing.
Caitlin Ivanovsky.
Tonight I would like to thank Miss Maffeo for always encouraging me to never give up in school and to always work hard. Thank you so much for all that you've done for me and for preparing me for high school. Thank you.
Bella Kesselman.
I chose to honor Miss Williams because she has given me constant support throughout my high school experience and has taught me the characteristics of what it takes to be a leader. Miss Williams has respect for all of her students and creates beneficial learning environment for everyone. She inspires me every day to spread kindness and to be passionate about my goals.
Matthew Lee.
The person I'm acknowledging is Mr. Sunderland. I'm grateful for him because he has always been there for me ever since I was a clueless freshman. He has taught me to always be kind and be calm, even in the hardest situations. Thank you, Coach Sunday.
Jameson Levine.
I would like to honor and thank Ms. Hunt for the lasting positive impact she has made on my character and leadership skills through high school this far. She has showed me the importance of compassion, care, and loyalty, and in doing so has always been there for me. She has created the safest space for me, and I simply couldn't thank her enough.
Daniel Linares.
I would like to recognize Mrs. Binney. You have been a pillar of hope and academic achievement during high school. Thank you for making last year enjoyable and studious during a difficult year for all of us. Once again, thank you for being an amazing teacher.
Henry Ma.
I'd like to thank Mrs. Finch for inciting my interest in STEM, encouraging me to be more self-confident, and always being supportive. Without her help, I wouldn't be where I am today. Thank you.
Ethan Mahoney.
Tonight, I'd like to recognize Ms. Walker for her support in my math classes and for making each lesson enjoyable and educational. Thank you for being a wonderful teacher.
Jake Manthos.
Ms. Kerner, I would like to thank you. You would always write little notes on my quizzes saying, "Good job, I'm proud of you, believe in yourself," and I knew you could do it. Even though it may not seem like a lot, it really impacted me and it gave me a lot of self-confidence to which I have to this day. So thank you.
Larissa Martins.
I would like to recognize Mr. Turgeon. Mr. Turgeon has been an inspiration to me since my freshman year. He taught me what hard work is and how to actually enjoy school. Not only did he teach me valuable lessons, but he's also a great friend. He never fails at creating connections with his students, and he has helped me become the person I am today. With all that being said, thank you for everything, Mr. Turgeon.
Sean McCarthy.
I would like to thank Mr. Cahill. He has not only been my coach and teacher, but always a great person that's always had a positive attitude to help everyone around him, even if he hasn't had his 8th cup of coffee in the morning.
Michael McGinnis.
Tonight I would like to thank Mrs. Marani for your constant support in and outside the classroom. You have always been there for me and were always so welcoming. It has been a pleasure to have you as a teacher. Thank you.
Jack Morley.
I would like to honor one of my football coaches, Mr. Lenahan. I want to thank him not only for making me a better football player, but for always bringing excitement and enjoyment to the field. He inspires me to give my all on and off the field, and for that, I'm grateful.
Beatrice Nazar.
Tonight, I wanted to recognize my current choir teacher, Mrs. Ryan. She has made my choir experience so enjoyable and fun this year. Being placed in a section of choir with only 3 members comes with its challenges, but with her encouragement and teaching, I have learned the importance of hard work as well as the importance of having confidence in myself. Thank you, Ms. Ryan.
Mirai Nimmer.
I would like to thank Mr. Korn for not only teaching me about the fundamentals of success, but also about the importance of failure. From a shaky freshman year to a difficult sophomore year to a challenging junior year, your unending patience and support has benefited me as a student, a person, and a musician. Thank you.
Samin Nihad.
I'd like to honor Mr. Benson for making school actually fun to attend to. If it weren't for your persuasion to continue jazz band in my 7th grade year when I had thoughts of quitting, I don't know what kind of person I'd be today. I'll always remember the years that I have you, from 6th grade to the time I have left now. Being a part of music is what I look forward to the most when coming to school. Thank you, Mr. B.
Enrique Oliveira.
I would like to recognize Mrs. Schusler. Having you as one of my teachers was one of the most impactful experiences I've had in school. You inspired me to strive for excellence, and I will forever see you as a mentor in my life.
Alex Parker.
Tonight, I'd like to recognize Ms. De Silva. You've always pushed me to do my best, and I have such great memories from your class. Thank you.
Cassandra Pashis.
Tonight, I would like to recognize Mr. Benson, who has been my music teacher since 4th grade. Very long story short, he has created a safe and familial place for me to grow up in. I was struggling with what else to say, and I realized that it's impossible to condense 8 funny, happy, celebratory, but most importantly, prideful years into 30 seconds. So thank you for always being there for me when I need it.
Daniel Paul.
I would like to recognize Mrs. Morani tonight. Thank you for teaching me life lessons as my advisory teacher. You have shaped me into a better and more positive person. The environment is always super welcoming in the classroom. Thank you.
John Perrin.
I would like to thank Mr. Holland for guiding me to become the best student and athlete I could be. From teaching me to lead by example and encourage to help others. Thank you.
Alexander Pierce.
I'd like to recognize Mr. Souza. I've had the honor of knowing Mr. Souza as not only a teacher but also a coach. The impact that the cross-country and track and field teams have had on me is unbelievable. Thank you, Coach Souza.
Olivia Corzoli.
I would like to thank Senor G. Although he couldn't be here tonight, I really would like to thank him for all the support over the past 3 years, and because he's inspired me to look at things from a different perspective and help my community.
Benjamin Reardon.
I would like to recognize Ms. Pratt as the teacher that I have chosen to honor tonight. Ms. Pratt, you taught me how to work hard in school, and I credit a lot of my success in high school to the skills that you taught me. You're an outstanding teacher, but also a great role model, and I know I can always come to you when I need help. You made learning enjoyable and school a much better place, and for that I thank you.
Nicholas Rhodes.
I would like to thank Miss Baxter for all she has done for me. I enjoyed going to her class every day because she made school and learning fun and rewarding. Her happy and supportive nature inspired me to act the same in everything I do. Thank you.
Ryan Sarney.
I would like to recognize my 5th grade teacher, Ms. Maffeo, for creating my love for history and giving me confidence in the classroom. You always saw the potential I had, and I thank you for being the student that I am today.
Ari Spiliakos.
I would like to thank and recognize Mr. Cortriel for everything he's done for me. He always inspired me to have a positive attitude for anything I'm doing, whether that's in school or out of school. He was a great teacher, but a better friend, especially when I need it most. And even though he's not in the high school, I know I can always count on him, and for that, I'm grateful. Thank you, Mr. Cortriel.
Olivia Stevens.
I would like to honor and thank Mrs. Kelleher for having such a beneficial impact on me over the past 3 years. She has taught me how to become a confident leader inside and out of the classroom. Mrs. K is a charismatic teacher who always provides a shoulder to lean on. She continuously presents herself with poise, which inspires and influences me to be the person that I am today. Thank you.
Olivia Stone.
Tonight I would like to thank Mr. Huberman. He has not only been my math teacher in freshman year, but he was also the director for the drama club. for the past 3 years. And to be honest, throughout these past 3 years, I've just thought of 3 things: grades, the situation, and drama. And he's really helped me out with persevering through this entire whole virus thing. And like, he's always shown me that there's always light at the end of the tunnel with our shows and everything. So I wanted to thank him. Thank you.
Samantha Weintraub.
I want to thank Mr. B for teaching me how to have pride in what I do and go after what I want, even if that means making mistakes. Thank you for teaching me that anything I do is worth doing well, and the most difficult challenges are always the most rewarding when I finally accomplish them. I don't know what I'd do without you as a teacher. Thank you, Mr. B.
Jacob Williams.
Mr. Sunderland, you always pushed me to be excellent in whatever it was I was pursuing. Whether it was in the classroom or out of it, you demanded my absolute best. From this, I have developed better work ethic, and I know what is required of me to achieve my goals in life. And for that, thank you.
Patrick Williams.
I would like to thank Mrs. Donahue. You've always created a positive environment in your classroom and throughout the school. I have enjoyed having you as my physics teacher and my science team mentor. You have also helped me discover my interest in science.
Catherine Wilson.
I would like to thank Mr. Coriel for going above and beyond, not only as a teacher, but as a mentor and role model. Throughout my academic career, his consistent selflessness and integrity has shown me what it truly means to be a leader. Thank you.
Paige Winslow.
Tonight, I would like to thank my freshman year English teacher, Mr. J. I'm so grateful that you're here tonight, and over these past 3 years, you have always supported me and encouraged me to do my best. Thank you. OA will not be the same without you.
Christopher Young.
I would like to thank Mr. Costello. Although he can't be here today, he's been a part of my life as a teacher, a coach, and an advisor. He's helped to make me a better person, athlete, and a student. I don't know where I'd be without him, and he means a lot to me. Thank you.
Now, our principal, Mrs. Kavanaugh, will do the closing remarks.
Thank you. So I recently shared a quote that deeply resonated with me to our school community during morning announcements. In his book, Atomic Habits, James Clear writes, "Every action you take is a vote for the person you want to become." I'm gonna say it again. Every action you take is a vote for the person you want to become. These exceptional students before us have made a commitment to choose acts of scholarship, service, leadership, and character every day, thus earning them the honor to be inducted into the Oliver Ames National Honor Society. We are a better school because of you, and we are all impressed by your accomplishments. So now, NHS members, my challenge to you moving forward is to use your actions to be a vote for a curious, humble, innovative leader who sees the value and growth that comes from making mistakes, listening to the stories of others, and trying something new in the hopes that it'll help you rethink what you believe and give you a new perspective. Seek to see the world through the eyes of others. Spread that awareness it brings you so that we may be united in our quest for equity, inclusion, and belonging. Wear your pin with pride, and when someone asks you what it stands for, do not say that it is for what you have accomplished, but for what you will accomplish with the commitment you have made to upholding the pillars of the National Honor Society. Congratulations, you guys. Thank you all for attending our ceremony. I would be remiss to not, once again, give special thanks to Mrs. Wisnauskas and Ms. Bailey, the advisors to the NHS, and to the NHS officers for the outstanding job you all did this evening. And I also want to express my sincerest gratitude to the extraordinary, as you can see, extraordinary faculty and staff of Oliver Ames High School, to Ms. Quealy and Mr. Flanagan and the central office team, Dr. Cabral and Ms. Pruitt, who are here, and the members of our Easton School Committee, and thank you to Ms. Starr and Mrs. DeLuca for attending tonight. The supportive environment that you create where students can explore their passions and express and stretch their understanding of the world is outstanding. Thank you all. I know there are refreshments outside for you to enjoy. Congratulations once again.